You're back today for another video. Today I'm just going to be taking you through my 5-mile easy run today. So that's the only workout today on the agenda. I'm feeling super good, super rested, ready to go, excited to get out for this run. I think I'm going to drive out to, I live near a beach, so I'm going to drive close to the beach, and hopefully we should have ourselves a pretty sweet and quiet and scenic run today. Alright, so something I do want to talk about just a little bit in terms of training right now is keeping your easy days easy. So I see a lot of people who are new to training, or they jump into this big training plan and they're super excited and they just hammer every single run, every single workout, and they think that might be helping them. It makes sense, you know, you're going harder, you're pushing yourself more, you'd see more benefits, but actually no, it's the complete opposite. You need to have those easy days where you can run and you're able to talk at a conversational pace and it doesn't seem like that much of an effort. And that's what I'm doing today. I just have a 5-mile easy run, and that's where the majority of your training should be. Probably close to 80% actually. Only, about 20% of the time should you actually be really pushing yourself on your runs and getting your heart rate up a lot. Most of the time you should be in that zone 2 kind of area. It depends on a lot of factors based on your age, your training history, just kind of genetics, where you lie in that zone 2 realm in terms of what heart rate zones you should stay at. But once you can figure it out, it's super important and something that should always be a part of your training. Now, in terms of how my training looks for the rest of week 1 on the training plan for the marathon. So today is Thursday. I have an easy 5 today, easy 3 miles tomorrow, just to kind of take it easy on my legs before Saturday's run, which is a 12-mile long run. And I'm going to be doing the first 6 miles at an easy pace, and the last 6 I'm going to push the pace a little bit, and we're going to go at our marathon pace, which as of right now I'm currently planning to be around 7:20 to 7:30 pace. We will see once we get a little deeper into the training if I think I can push that a little bit more. But for right now, I think that's a fair assessment, fair goal. I did actually just order some Nike, I think it's Vaporflies. So we got some super shoes kind of for the race. I'm super excited to break those out. I'm always hearing from everybody online that, these super shoes, they're literally life-changing for races, and like they can take off considerable amounts of time on your marathons, half marathons, 5Ks, whatever. So I'm really looking forward to trying those out. I've never actually run in a carbon plated shoe before, and I've never run in a shoe that light as well. Now, something I do want to talk about just real quick before I get to the running spot is, so far with this channel I haven't really talked about anything other than just running and training and lifting and cycling, and that's great. But a big part of this channel, I do kind of want to be mental health focused, and I may have said this before, but I really want to try and connect and hopefully relate to other kids my age who are kind of going through what I'm going through. You're 20, you're in college, it's definitely a stressful time in your life, and I want to just make it known that that's normal and it's okay to feel stressed out. Alright, we made it to the spot. It should be pretty quiet here. I'm just checking it out now. It looks pretty nice. It's actually not too cold out at all right now, which is pretty sweet. So we should have ourselves a pretty nice, calm zone 2 5-mile run. Hopefully I can get some nice scenic footage on the way. for you guys to enjoy. But without further ado, I think we're just going to get into it right now.
Fact or fiction, you picked your poison. This mental friction, clearly it's been broken. Borderline tragic, you're so dramatic. It's automatic, you turn it on like magic. What would it take to make you feel better again? What would it take to make you feel better again? What would it take to make you feel better again? Better again. Don't deliver, truth it tastes so bitter. Walking a fine line, living a white lie. You're wasting my time, waiting for a bright side.
Alrighty guys, just wrapped up the run. 5-mile run, 8:57 average pace, 148 average heart rate, so we kept it pretty easy. It was a really nice route today actually, super quiet, barely saw anybody really, and it was just scenic. Hope you guys enjoyed some of the clips in there. I tried to get some good footage, but for right now, I kind of want to take a step back and a little bit of a step away from where I've been talking about so much with this channel, about training and everything. And I kind of want to shift gears a little bit into this other part of the channel that I really want to touch on a lot, which is kind of mental health. And I've been greatly impacted by mental health, especially the last couple of years. It's been tough for me. But recently, the last couple of months, I feel like I'm in a much better spot. I still have a long ways to go, and I'm still stressing out about a bunch of things that maybe I shouldn't be stressing out about, but I definitely feel like I've made some leaps and bounds recently. So on my phone here, I have a few talking points I kind of want to just touch on. So just for me, like personally right now, I feel like there's a big weight on my shoulders just in terms of life. And for this whole kind of chat, I'm trying to make it about me, also talking about kind of how I'm feeling right now, but I'm also hoping that it's relatable to a lot of you guys. And I think it should be, I feel like what I'm feeling is it's not rare. It's probably pretty common amongst a lot of people my age, but a lot of people just don't really seem to talk about it. So I'm just going to try and bring some of that to light here. So I'm just feeling kind of constant pressure about school, life, jobs, work, my future, what career I want to do, money, and I feel like I have all these expectations on me. And the thing about that is it's not really from my friends or family that I'm feeling all this pressure from. It's really myself, and also kind of societal pressures as well. Like, I feel like society in general puts a lot of pressure on kids my age, like 20-year-old in college, to really have it all figured out and know exactly what they want to do. And the reality of that is That's just not true at all. I feel like a lot of people don't know what they want to do at this stage in my life, or in this stage of their life, myself included. I'm still trying to figure that out as I go. And although it may be true that a lot of people don't seem to know what they want to do, for me, it seems everybody around me does, and they all seem kind of locked in and focused on their career path and what they want to do and accomplish. And I kind of feel like an outlier, just not really knowing exactly what I want to do. And I need to come to terms with the fact that it's okay. And it's okay to not know at this point in my life. And I kind of want to just put this out there for a lot of you guys, because if you guys are going through the same thing, just know that it's normal and it's okay to still be figuring out. And, uncertainty about your future is okay to have. And yeah, as well, for me, thinking about kind of how I deal with all this stress, like running and cycling and training and everything that I've done on this channel so far, that's kind of my outlet. And, recently I've realized, since I've really stepped up the training a lot recently in terms of kind of volume, intensity, and I'm still loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. This is my number one passion. This is what I love. This is my number one hobby. I love doing this. But I've noticed, I've increased my training so much, maybe because I need more kind of quiet time in my head, because things have just been so crazy in there recently. And, just focusing on taking another step, my breathing, my footing, that kind of takes my head away from all the stresses and worries and things that have been going through my head recently. And another thing is kind of connected to this, is training kind of is my therapy at this point. I've never run to avoid my problems. I've never trained super hard to avoid my problems in general. That's never been why I've trained. I've trained because I love doing it. But I've also kind of noticed that I'm training so that when I face these problems, I can face them clearer and more head-on and more confident. But yeah, I do just want to really focus and emphasize on the fact that it's still okay to be unsure. And I know a lot of you guys out there, myself included, I'm super ambitious and motivated and excited about the future, but I just wish I had some sort of direction that really pushed me and allowed me that sense of security, knowing that this is what I want to do with my life, and this is what I want to pursue, and this is how I'll make money and provide for my family and my kids and everything in the future. And this time in my life, this time in anybody's life, when you're, late teens, I just turned 20 the other day, you're in college, it is such a stressful time in your life. And it might not seem that way for people around you that are, going out 3-4 days a week. They seem to just be loving life and going with the flow. But I think everybody during this period of their life in some way is stressed out. And some people are better at hiding that than others. But just know that it's normal to feel stressed out in this time in your life. And it's okay to kind of feel lost. So just know that You don't need to have everything figured out to keep moving forward, okay? You just need to keep moving forward. That's the most important thing. And if you keep doing that, everything else with time will find its way into place and work its way into place, and everything will work out in the end. So if you're unsure and stressed, just keep moving forward. Keep trying new things. Keep being motivated. Keep putting a smile on your face, and just know that you're not behind in life or in anything. This is just how it is for some people, and that's okay. And everything in the end is going to work out. So just keep moving forward. Keep trugging along. Keep pushing through. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And the sun always shines after the storm. I know I've said that in another video, but that's one of my favorite quotes, you know. The sun always shines after the storm. There's always something good to look forward to, okay? So as tough as it seems right now, just know that it gets better, and everything in the end will work its way out. For some people, it might take longer than others, but it always works itself out, okay? So I think that's going to be the end of my spiel for now. Hopefully that was kind of relatable to some of you guys. I tried to make it relatable and kind of share some of my experiences with that. But yeah, this is a big part of the channel. This is what I really want, to be honest, the majority of this channel to be about, is kind of mental health focused and kind of just tying in training with that. But I think this is super important, super, super, super important, and it's not talked about enough. Mental health for, young college students, males in particular, it's really difficult for a lot of them, and myself included. And I really just want to shine a light on this topic because, especially around social media, it's really not talked about as much as it should be. I mean, recently I think things have definitely gotten better. Thinking back to probably 5-10 years ago, this was not talked about at all. And now it's talked about, but it's talked about a little bit. And I think we just need to shine more of a light on this topic because it impacts everybody at this stage of their life. And I know for me, at least, for the longest time, I was really against kind of opening up and sharing and talking to people about this. And it's only kind of been more recently where I've kind of felt more comfortable and confident that I've been okay with sharing things like this. And since I started doing that, it's been tremendous, and I feel like it's helped me out a lot. So I just want to make it known to other people that, yeah, it might seem like, kind of not manly or whatever. A lot of people kind of have that misconception that, talking about your feelings as a guy is like not manly, or it's kind of feminine, or you shouldn't be doing that. You just need to tie up your emotions, not talk about it, and just keep moving through. That is shitty advice. That is not the way to go about it. So, strong people talk about their emotions. Weak people hide their emotions, okay? It's not the other way around. That's how it is. So, okay, I think I'm going to end it here. Hope you guys kind of enjoyed the chat and also the training earlier. I'm going to try and edit it up nice and cool. Make a cool little montage for you guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. And I might film again tomorrow. Tomorrow I just have a 3-mile easy run before my long run on Saturday. So maybe I'll film some of that and do something else kind of similar to this like I did today. Kind of just having a chat about life and kind of mental health in general. So I might see you guys tomorrow. Maybe not. We'll see. If not, I'll definitely see you guys again soon. So with that being said, I'm going to go drive back home, edit this video up, and enjoy the rest of my day. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and the chat. I will see you guys next time.